As predictable as Zombies is, it does offer a new type of zombies not seen before, as well as some interesting characters that help sell the concept and, in the process, highlight hidden messages. In this video, we'll look at the secret meaning behind Zombies 2. Subscribe to Riveted and turn on the notification for this and other amazing videos. Also for a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card in our daily draws. Like the video and leave a comment below. Breaking stereotypes. Zombies tells the story of how a nuclear experiment that went wrong turns a town full of ordinary day-to-day people into brain-eating zombies. Now, 50 years later, after containment and technological developments, humans create a nifty device for zombies to wear on their wrists that has settings to help them function as humans and no longer pose a threat to humanity. The original Zombies was about a community where teens inspire positive change by resisting prejudice and finding common ground when their high school integrates humans and zombies. The suburban life in Seabrook is filled with uniformity, traditions, and pep rallies. The zombies, on the other hand, have their own individuality, which is a better representation of humans. We are all not as uniformed as it appears in Seabrook. There's a lot of stereotyping on both sides of the divide for most of the story, as well as some mean-spirited exchanges between humans and zombies, often driven by adults. Dale and his wife Missy, the mayor of Seabrook, find out that Addison has a new crush and advises her to not do any cheering until they know who it is. Not knowing that the crush is a zombie, this goes to prove that in most instances, kids are innocent, and they usually don't have a problem accepting people regardless of their backgrounds until the idea is installed in their heads by older people. The relationship that develops between a human girl and a zombie boy has a big impact, inspiring their peers to set aside misconceptions. As Addison wrestles with subjecting herself to judgment in an effort to do what's right, she reminds viewers of the importance of accepting everyone in society. Reflection of the last century. Disney's Zombies offers a fresh perspective of how prejudice has worked in our society and how, in the past, it has dominated the United States throughout the last century. Through fun, upbeat songs, eye-catching choreography, and engaging subplots, viewers can get more from the movie than just a great musical experience. The movie can teach millennials and Generation Zs the importance of the history of the United States' constant struggle for the unity of all people groups. Prejudicial attitudes existed between races for thousands of years, but systematized racial oppression first arose in the 1600s. Before this, slaves in various cultures were taken without racism as the basis. Zombies appears to take place in a post-racism, post-homophobia society where a gay cheerleader is the most popular boy in school and non-white characters don't seem to experience any racialized aggression. In the previous centuries, such occurrences were unheard of. In this reality, zombies become a stand-in for oppressed groups. One of the zombies is actually sadistically threatened by a police officer because, yes, zombies experience police brutality. You probably noticed that when Zed attempts to water a flower, it is shown that Zombietown actually has no running water. Teenage zombies are finally able to cross the wall with some restrictions applied to them and attend human school. This resembles Brown versus Board of Education when the Supreme Court ruled segregation in public schools unconstitutional and first allowed blacks to attend all-white schools. When black people first attended white schools, there was still segregation in their classrooms, cafeterias, with the school supplies and opportunities that were offered. The zombies in the movie face the same challenges when they are placed in a basement and given a janitor who is unqualified to teach them, instead of having the opportunity to sit in class with the rest of the humans. Toward the end of the first movie, the zombies kind of find their place in society, though they are still different from humans. While the zombies are now well enough integrated into the Seabrook community and seen shopping in stores, their garb still reflects their changeling heritage. Their clothes are ripped a certain way. In Zombies 2, the zombies who were discriminated also discriminate against another group, but we'll talk about that one later. While watching the franchise, some people probably ask themselves, why couldn't Disney just use black people and open LGBT members if they wanted to highlight racism and homophobia? Using sci-fi and fantasy creatures as metaphors for oppressed peoples is a tricky, fraught storytelling decision that rarely works out well. Usually ends up feeling clunky, reinforcing racial or sexist stereotypes, or weirdly suggesting that people of different races really are dramatically biologically different from one another. Well, we have to understand that a big percentage of the target audience would probably not understand, even if they used actual representation. That brings us to the next point. Is Zombies appropriate for kids? Let's be honest, most kids below the age of 12 will watch such a movie for the catchy songs. But fortunately, the songs have important meaning for the kids to sing along to. Lyrics like, "Hey, we got this," "Teaming up to make progress," "Change the rules," "You can't stop this," "Together we rise," "You know we got this," help promote acceptance and teamwork. Millions of Disney fans and supporters state that children are not watching and experiencing the movies the way adults do. They just enjoy their favorite characters without seeking hidden messages and symbols. Children do not analyze, they simply believe in magic. The good thing about Zombies is that it cuts across people of all ages. Zombies 1 and 2 easily appeal to the kids in the 9 to 14 demographic. This is important because it is an underserved audience. with a lot of content made for younger and then older groups, but not much for those in between. Zombies address what the tweens go through, especially when they are in school. The delivery and the language are somewhere between childish and too mature, which is perfect for that demographic, which is often left out. The movie adds a layer that hopefully will start discussions amongst families and lead to the kinder treatment of misfits in middle and high schools around the country. Zombies also has the theme of love, which is something most teenagers, especially in high school, go through. It teaches that love can happen and work between people from different backgrounds, races, and so on. Comfort zones. The Disney original Zombies 2 picks up a few months after the original in the town of Seabrook, where the newly united communities of humans and zombies are reveling in their newfound peace. Addison is finishing up an exciting and competitive session at cheer camp, and Zed is preoccupied with his plan to ask her to prom, Seabrook High's mighty shrimp-themed prom. While the undead have now assimilated into the community of Seabrook, they're confronted by a new set of outsiders, werewolves. In the first Zombies movie, Zed struggles to prove to everyone that he is not the monster they think he is. However, in Zombies 2, he treats the werewolves exactly how he was treated. It's his turn to learn and grow, and it takes a lot to happen for him to see what he is actually doing. He wants to be seen as a human and not a monster, and in doing so, he loses himself. Zed was too comfortable among the humans, and for a moment he forgot how it was for them when they first showed up in Seabrook. It takes him a while to find his way back on track, but it was a bit surprising that the one person we expected to understand was not so welcoming. The predicament is understandable given that the new arrivals are werewolves who don't come across as exceptionally friendly and whose presence causes a rift in the new, hard-fought unity between the humans and the zombies. This is a reflection of what we have witnessed in the world today. A minority group gets accepted, and after getting too comfortable, they turn on another minority group. Identity. Like the first movie, Zombies 2 offers positive messages about self-esteem and identity. Addison is also going through her own predicament. She has always felt like she didn't fit in, not with the cheerleaders and not with the zombies. All she wants is to find her place, her pack. In Zombies, she rips off her wig, exposing her naturally white hair, which she had hidden due to the residents of Seabrook being against anything different. Her journey to finding out who she really is continues in Zombies 2. The werewolves, who are convinced she is the Great Alpha, give her a fully charged moonstone necklace, which they have saved for the Great Alpha. If she puts it on and is truly a werewolf, she will transform into one. Unfortunately, she doesn't transform into a werewolf when she puts on the necklace. As of now, Addison still doesn't understand where she belongs, and hopefully, we all will find out in Zombies 3. However, she was very key to emphasizing another important theme in the franchise. Addison shows impressive fortitude in relating to the werewolves on their terms and encouraging others to follow suit. It goes to prove that as much as society may be rotten and cruel, there's always hope for saving grace. Love is blind. If you have watched Netflix's Love is Blind, you definitely understand that love can really be blind. Disney usually has similar storylines with their movies, where two people from different backgrounds fall in love and they try to change the world. This was the case in High School Musical and Descendants. It also happened in Zombies. Addison starts a relationship with a zombie student named Zed, who is an exceptional player on the school's football team due to his Z-band being hacked by one of his zombie friends. Addison is invited by Zed to attend the zombie party in Zombie Town. She attends and has a private moment with Zed in the zombie park, but just before they kiss, the zombie patrol crashes the party and takes away Addison. That doesn't stop the couple from falling deeper in love with each other. In Zombies 2, they have their first fight, but the love between the two overcomes their obstacle. The forbidden love notion instilled by the movies allows the audience to see a new perspective of how interracial dating was perceived during the time of the civil rights movements, where some prejudices can still live on today in some societies. To date, many people are still very biased, but Disney goes out of its way to prove that the greatest thing in the world is love, and it can overcome anything. So far, people are also shipping Wyatt and Eliza from Zombies, who are both from two very different backgrounds. Other Disney movies have also proved that love is the key to happiness. Take Descendants, for instance. Mal's love for Ben was very critical in her journey of abandoning evil. Pocahontas also sealed the deal with love. While fighting for her right to love the man she desired, Pocahontas shows us that true love is colorblind and without prejudice. When Pocahontas saved her beloved captain from her father, the selfless act proved that love transcends all races, religions, and family backgrounds. Her dad was touched by her daughter's love and set the captain free. Relatable characters. Zed is an upbeat, sweet guy with big dreams of change in his community. In a world where zombies are hated and segregated, he wants to be the first zombie on the football team. Addison is the sweet one, the person who is always willing to help everyone in the community. Eliza is a zombie that wants to change things too, but her way of doing it is wanting to start a revolution. She's also a computer whiz, sarcastic, and insecure about her looks. Bucky is the doc in the movie, and he is also very manipulative, but also very lovable. From Bucky, we can learn that if you make a character lovable enough, people will overlook other problems. Bree is the classic black best friend trope. while Addison is blonde, white, and skinny, Bree is black, heavier set, and wears glasses. All these people exist in our society, but the lesson behind it is that we can be different in various capacities, but still coexist. We can say that Disney did a great job of passing the messages in Zombies. The movie is a stepping stone that can help younger generations understand the consequences of divided beliefs and the problems that arise when individuals are unable to compromise or live in harmony as a community. The only concern is whether Zombies 3 will be able to tackle another aspect in the society rather than introduce another minority group, and tackle the same themes of prejudice, acceptance, tolerance, and coexistence. What do you want to be tackled in Zombies 3? Let us know in the comments section below. This has been Riveted, and we publish amazing videos daily.